Hey everyone, it's Gary again from Memory Motors, and today I'd like to introduce you to our friend Rex. Rex is a 1954 Kaiser Manhattan. Definitely not something you'll see every day. One thing really unique, if you take a look at this back window, sort of the arched look in the back here. This vehicle just came out of long-term storage. It was used in TV and movie shoots for a number of years, but had been sitting for quite some time. So we got it out running and driving. It does start, stop, steer, do everything it's supposed to do. You will notice that the glass is cracked in the driver's door. We do have a new glass for it. We've been looking for the missing molding here on the fender. Haven't been able to find that yet. Still working on it. Really interesting lines, a very unique grille, very cool hood scoop. A lot of people think Kaiser, okay, this thing was made in Germany. No, these were actually made in Michigan in the 1950s. We also have the missing lettering for the door, so we should have that coming to us soon as well. And again, looking down the sides of the car, aside from some dirt because it's been sitting for a while, car is in really good shape. Body wise, everything's there with the exception of that one molding in the Manhattan. You can see some pitting obviously on the taillight trim, but the taillights themselves are kind of unique. Thankfully there are some minor cracks in them, but nothing horrible, as if finding these would be very hard to do, I can only imagine. Thankful that we don't have to do that. Very solid old car. Does have just a regular 2-speed transmission in it. Nothing too exciting. But one thing that is kind of exciting about these cars is that this car came from the factory with a supercharger. Now unfortunately this supercharger is not installed, as we are missing the bracketry for it. Otherwise we would definitely install it. We do have the manuals. There is some other parts here that we've been working on, but so far no luck getting those brackets. Still a lot of stuff in the trunk here, so I apologize. It hasn't really been cleaned out very well yet, but as you can see, car is very solid underneath. This is your spare tire underneath this panel. Now we'll take a look inside and get a look at the interior. So looking inside, door panels and stuff are in really good shape. Again, that glass that we do have for the car. Driver's seat's got some rips up here. That's probably the worst of the interior issues. Carpeting has been pulled up at one time, but I wanted to make sure that I left it up for you just so you could see it's all pretty solid underneath. There's no real issues with the body. That's an access panel that's underneath there that the screw's missing out of. It's supposed to be like that. But all in all, very solid car. Interesting kind of instrument panel as well. You'll see neutral, drive, intermittent, low, and then reverse way down here. Really cool dash pad as well. Dash pad's all still in one piece. Again, still has all the carpeting as well. Definitely a neat car. Not like you're going to go to a cruise night and see another one of these kicking around, that's for sure. Again, just to show you, A-pillars really solid. All along the bottom here, very solid as well. Bottoms of the doors. A little bit of problems with the weather stripping there, but by and large, in really good shape. B-pillar, good and solid. The back here, again, same story, all along the rockers, very solid. Other side of the B-pillar, all along the bottoms of the doors, no real issues. Panels are still there, a little bit wavy and warped, but still there. A lot of the stitching along the back is still in good shape. I'd be tempted to try and see if there's any way you could just get this top piece recovered. It'd be a shame to try and cover these seats completely. There's kind of unique material on them, so if it would be possible to duplicate it, definitely would be cool to hang on to. All right, let's go around the other side. Here are the passenger rear door. Again, no real issues. You can see that the vehicle was repainted. I was told that that was done sometime in the 80s. I don't know for sure. I have no real documentation to go with that. A little bit of minor cracking and stuff in the paint here, but again, kind of remarkable that all these pieces are still here. Interesting little design of the vent windows here in the back too, kind of cool. Again, something you definitely don't see every day. Move along to the front passenger side now. This one's probably the worst as far as the door panels go. You can see that the chrome is popped off there, but that's not really a very in-depth repair to put back together. Everything's still solid. Again, all along here, bottoms of the doors, Everything's in good shape. You can pull up the carpet a little bit on this side as well. You can see floors are good and solid. That piece of material that's hanging down there, that's from the heater box. Heater box is currently needs to be repaired, so that's out. Just to sort of back up our story about the movies, we found this in the car. So I'm assuming that that means it was used on set at one point. All right, we'll take a look under the hood. So as you can see, again, another flathead 6 engine. Very, very straightforward. We had to replace the voltage regulator. There were some issues with the charging system. We got that working. New belt on the front as well. Everything's still in one piece. All the Kaiser documentation on the front, the body style information. You can see that the block's been painted at some point, but there's the original Kaiser engine labels on there as well. Firewall's all good and solid. As you can see, there's a hole right through the dash there. That was basically for ventilation, so that's got to have the vents put back in place. Going around to the passenger side, you can see air intake heater box is still there. Heater is not hooked up, of course, it's been bypassed, but we haven't really tested that out yet to see if it leaks. Had to run some new fuel line on this, and I suspect that maybe when we did that, that's where we ran into some problems with the fuel pump as well. Radiator looks like it's in really good shape, relatively new, no issues there. But we'll go through it and we'll check it out, but it does run and drive. Engine is a flathead 6, as we mentioned. Runs nice and quiet, everything's smooth, no real issues. Wanted to make sure we could show you a good running video of the car. Hope you enjoyed watching our little video of Rex today. If you'd like more information on Rex, you can get a hold of us through our website, memorymotorscanada.com, or memorymotorsca@aol.com, or you can find us on Facebook, or give us a call, 905-537-3673.